Okay, we just made a stop at Hoosier Pass, 11,539 feet. That's 1,000 feet higher than we were at the very top of St. Sophia's Telluride back on Monday. So it's probably about as high as we'll go here in Colorado this trip, 11,000 feet. So now we're starting our descent down after that long journey up. A lot of snow up here, 11,000. You see why they call this timberline. If you look just a few feet above us, the trees get small, then they get totally almost non-existent. Now I think off to your right is what they call the collegiate peaks, the ones with the snow caps on them. Straight ahead there, those are the collegiate peaks. Some of those get up to 14,000 feet tops. Now we got the collegiate peaks coming in view. Slow going up the other way. Guess some like to live dangerously, not me. Coming into a little settlement of some sort or another. Not sure what the name of it is. There's a place called Fairplay up here somewhere we'll go through. That's another old mining town. It never did take on with the skiing like the others, like Breckenridge and Vale. It was still kind of an old rough and tumble place. Yeah, we're pretty well out of the skiing popular areas now. Bad looking little place though, I guess. Peaceful and quiet. Well, we've come down a ways since we went over Hoosier Pass. We dropped probably 1,000 feet anyway. This is Alma, 10,500. Yep, almost 1,000 feet we dropped here just since we left Hoosier Pass up there. And this is kind of another rough and tumble little town. After the mining days, it didn't really take off, so just kind of here, I guess. I guess they got real estate, so they must be doing something right. Not a bad little place. South Park Saloon. Alma General Store. And Hoosier Dandy Liquors. Yeah, each one of these little Colorado towns has a personality all of its own. Well, it looks pretty well kept up here. Just when you gotta go, you gotta go. Okay, Fairplay, that's the next town, 6 in Hartselle. We're getting into what's called the South Park region, which is kind of coming down into a long flat area there between here and the Rockies over there near Woodland Park and Colorado Springs there. Okay, we're pretty well down out of the mountains now, and we're coming into Fairplay. Now we're going to go through what's called the South Park area, which is basically between the mountains, kind of a big plateau region between the San Juan Mountains that were way over there to the southwest and the Collegiate Peaks that you see, and the Rocky Mountains, which are off to our east. So this will be kind of a long stretch of flat land coming up after Fairplay. And this is another little mountain village of sorts. Looks to be a little, maybe more upscale than what Alma was that we just went through, but still not a ski mecca either. Well, that's a bright blue hotel. Interesting paint scheme. Fairplay, just a few more blocks. Hopefully we won't get run over by a trolley car. Cafe. And up here somewhere we're going to catch 282, I think, to Okay, now this is kind of unique country. Mountains way off in the view, but we're in the flatlands. South Park. So we'll be seeing fewer and fewer trees, and it's more and more open, kind of wild, desolate country here. But it all has a beauty of its own. This is just a little different than what we had before up on Hoosier Pass and Breckenridge and Vale. Okay, we're coming into a little place called Hartselle now. And just a few miles up here, we'll catch US Highway 24, which will take us all the way into Woodland Park here. We got about 48 more miles driving today. And like I say before, this is nothing but flat land. They raise cattle, they raise sheep, not much of anything else. It does get cold here during the winter too. Probably as cold or colder than in the mountains because there's nothing to stop the wind from blowing.
In half a mile, turn left onto US 24.
Okay, so we're about to end this road here that we took from Interstate 70 all the way down through Breckenridge and other points, and this is ending, and we're going to head east again like we started out this morning.
Turn left onto US 24.
And we're headed eastbound. Just short of Colorado Springs is where we'll be in Woodland Park for a few days. US Highway 24, headed east.
Continue on US 24 for 47 miles. Then you will arrive at your destination.
Okay, now we're in the South Park area. It's flat, but you can see now there's the Rocky Mountains, and you'll soon be able to see Pike's Peak way up ahead. That's 14,115 feet above sea level, if I recollect. Is Hartselle. Blink your eyes and you'll miss this one, I think. But they still have a speed limit, 45. The Western store and old buildings. Not much to it. So we'll just move on. Goes after this, but way south is Salida. Okay, Lake George 27, 66 to Colorado Springs. But we won't quite make Colorado Springs today. Now you can kind of see we're getting closer to the mountains again, and in fact you can see the road almost going straight up into there. Something unusual. Not a tree in sight anywhere till you get to the foothills again. Back to the mountains, about 2 miles up here to Woodland Pass. Then we'll be heading on over the east side, what's known as the Front Range of the Rockies after this. Woodland Pass, 9,507 feet. take a break. GoPro. Okay, this is the Wilkerson Pass Visitor Center. We're leaving now after a rest stop and turning around and headed east, and we are now in what's called the Pikes Peak region. And
turn right onto US 24.
Pretty quick you'll be able to see the Pike itself. It'll be the highest one.
Continue on US 24 for 30 miles. Then you will arrive at your destination.
Okay, here's Pikes Peak. You're looking right at it. Doesn't look to be a lot of snow on the top of it there. Not like the other mountains further west. 14,115 feet. And it's straight ahead. Over the other side of Pikes Peak is Colorado Springs metro area on the Front Range. To south of Pikes Peak is Cripple Creek and Victor, and headed on over toward the Royal Gorge area and down that way. So this is our final bit of mountain viewing for today. We'll just head on down the pass here a little bit and watch the mountain best we can. About as good a view as we'll get. Looks like it's a little cloudier here than it was back on the western slope. And we've driven 180 miles since we left Rifle this morning. Okay, we're around the corner. And we'll go around the corner here. We'll get a few more looks at Pikes Peak here before we get into Woodland Park here. Yeah, a little more snow on it there than what it looked like in the beginning. You just see it over the tops of the trees there to the right a little bit. Cabins there on the right. This is Lake George, Colorado. Town. We still have Divide and Florissant to go through, and then we'll be in Woodland Park. Florissant 4. And up ahead is our old friend Pikes Peak. But we won't be climbing it today. We'll be off on a ride here. been to the top of Pike's Peak about 4 times, I think. 3 times by train and drove it once. If I were a little bit younger, I might try to climb it. A lot of people do. You can catch the trail, what's called the Bar Trail, right in Manitou Springs there. I have hiked it up as far as the Manitou Incline. But if you ever want to hike a 14er, that would be a good one to start with. Have a place along the way there where you can stay overnight. You got to bring your sleeping bag and just roll out a cot or a sleeping bag. They give a spaghetti dinner for you, so you can go up to what's called the bar camp, and you can make that's the best way to do it. Do that one day and then make it to the summit of the Pike the next. When I had the train, the best way to do is hike it up and then take the train down, but the train's out of commission right now. Hopefully bring it back in about 2021, what I've heard. This is Florissant. Found a lot of fossils, dinosaur fossils around this area here. In fact, they got a big dinosaur museum somewhere around here, I think. Now, if you go south here, you'll end up in Cripple Creek, where it's one of the biggest casino areas here in Rocky Mountains. Mountain burgers, that's good. Cripple Creek, 18 miles. Once that was another big gold mining place, but again, it didn't get skiing, but it sure did get the casino trade. So there's not much on the main street now. Just about all the old businesses have turned into casinos there. So if that's your fancy, that's one of the best ones, I reckon. 8 miles to Divide and 15 to Woodland Park, which is our destination. Falling rock, no shortage of that in Colorado, that's for sure. Its own style, pretty much, seems like. They're all different, no two are the same, but they're all beautiful. Probably about 25 miles west of Colorado Springs, I would reckon. here. So it's getting a little bit cloudy. We might get some rain tonight, but hopefully nothing heavy. They get a lot more severe storms up this way than they do back on the western slope. We couldn't have had better weather. Oh, and here's another nice view of old Pike's Peak again, coming around. This will probably be our last look at it here, as it'll be off to our right. I've got my dashboard camera mounted pretty much just straight here for this trip. To divide here pretty quick. Not sure what it divides, but good name for a town, I suppose. Here's another road that'll take you over to Cripple Creek. Or no, that's Twin Rocks Road. That'll be up a little ways here. Crescent Ranch. Sherwood Forest. Well, I think after a day of driving, I'm going to be about ready to take a nap here after the mountain driving here, but it's been fun. I hope everybody's enjoyed some of the scenery along the way through the mountains. It's the most beautiful part of the world, I think. At least that's my opinion. Okay, and this is the little town of Divide, and like I was saying, this is the road that'll actually take you over to Victor and Cripple Creek as well. Colorado 67. If you take 67 north, then it will take you up toward the Denver metro area. More miles to our destination. 4-lane highway, so you know we're getting into a more populated area now. And this is called Teller County, where Colorado Springs and Divide and Woodland Park, all those places are located. Alrighty, well, thanks for riding along with me on this journey across Colorado. I've reached my destination now, Woodland Park, and I'm going to be here 3 days just hiking around and got a little cabin where I'm renting up a place called Farish, which is off out of town a little ways. So anyway, this is Woodland Park, and we'll be wrapping it up here pretty quick. Once we get into the town here, about 2 more miles is where my turnoff is, and I think I need to get some gasoline. Kind of need that stuff here after a drive through the mountains, they say. So we are beginning our descent to Woodland Park, Colorado, USA. It's a nice little place too. Not a lot of excitement, nightlife, but it's nice, clean. Went to an Oktoberfest here one year, and it was really good. Had some fantastic German-style food. Picked out on. They do an annual cake tap there too, if you're into brewery and stuff and beer sampling. One of the better ones I've been to anyway. Straight ahead is our destination, Woodland Park, Colorado. Very small, but very nice. And just in case anybody is curious, we have covered, since we left Rifle this morning, 209.6 miles, place to place.
In half a mile, you will arrive at 524 US 24.
So at this point, we'll let you see Woodland Park. And pretty quick I'll be turning City Market. I'm actually going to go there tomorrow. There's a pizza place here and have lunch with some friends.
In 300 yards, you will arrive at
Welcome to
524 US 24.
So thanks again, and everybody have a good day, and catch me on the next time. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, Colorado Vagabond, like the video, and been great having you along. Have a good day now.